dad's not here, so I can do this. Well guys, this is kind of a depressing announcement. Me and Psych will not be meeting up this year. I was saving this moment for the meetup. Well, rip Woodland Mansion. Seems like a normal day, right? Maybe just overcast, but no. What you see is smoke, and that's the sun. It is a very, very vibrant red. My iPhone just doesn't even want to focus. Well, it's like the 20th, it's the 21st, I think. And look, nothing has changed. We're almost into September and there's still forest fire smoke in the air. I'm gonna be going camping this Friday. Yay! More exciting things. Alright, this is our first trip. Since the van isn't functional, our poor grandfather has to make multiple trips. On other note, I have Chex Also, I'm recording this with my ZTE Maven 3. This video that you guys are watching is going to be recorded with all of my different phones. I'm sure they can. It's going to be recorded with all of my different phones, as you can see. And there goes Grandpa. I brought the ZTE Maven 3, which is what I'm recording with right now. My LG Stylo 2, LG Optimus Zone 3. I used this a little bit in my last camping video. LG K3, screen's kind of dirty, I'll clean that later. The screen gets really easily dirty on this thing. Pocket Juice, which is extremely warm right now. And it's charging my iPhone, which is in this case. And we're just going to be waiting here for like 30 minutes for the next run. For Grandpa to be back. Okay, so I'm out camping right now. Now would be a great time, actually, when it's nice and beautiful out, to do a camera test comparison of all of my phones. I'm going to try to guess how they look like from worst to best, and I'm going to record different video tests. Starting with the K3, which is what I'm recording with right now. The worst part about the K3 is the audio quality. I have to say, I can't tap the focus. There's literally tap to nothing. Like, you tap the screen and it does zero things. I can't really see the screen right now, but I don't think it's too bad. That lens flare is insane. Absolute. It's so washed out when you're looking at something dark like this. It's so washed out and just horrible. Close up, obviously, I cannot focus, so this is what you'll see, is blurriness. If you're far enough away, it won't be too bad. Look at this hole. But yeah, I really would not rely on the LG K3 for taking any nice pictures, like at all. Alright, so now I'm on the Maven 3. You'll already notice an audio quality boost. As you can see, I can actually click to focus. Now, let's see. Look at this lens flare. It's so much better on the Maven 3. I can already see that the frame rate, the stabilization is way better. As you can see, though, this is way sharper than with the K3, and I'm getting pretty close. But look at this. I can focus on the background and then the foreground, and it's pretty quick too. It's surprisingly good. But yeah, I can turn down the exposure, and I can also turn it up. Yeah, I really like... Oh wait, I gotta do the clover shot. As you can see here, I can get real damn close to these things. I can't tell if it's actually locking focus, but I'm just gonna hope that it is. Okay, I am now recording on the LG Optimus Zone 3. I feel like the audio quality might go down a little, but it still isn't too bad. The Maven 3 still, like I said, I think has by far the best audio quality that any of my phones have. Let's give this a shot. That's not too bad, isn't it? this isn't so bad. It's definitely a lot sharper than both the Maven 3 and the K3. Just like, first of all, the lens flare is still horrible, but just like with the Maven 3, you can kind of set that down a little. As you can see here, if I try to do the good old foreground, background, foreground, see how slow it is compared to the Maven 3, but there you go. Background, foreground, it's trying. It's not too bad. I mean, at least it can focus. K3. And I forgot to do the clover shot again. Gotta get those clovers, man. The clovers are very important. I can already see that looks really good. Okay, we are now recording on the LG Stylo 2. We will see how the audio differs. I think I should mention that all the previous phones recorded in 720p. Right now I'm recording in 1080p, and with the iPhone, I'm also going to be recording in 1080p, so there's going to be a difference. As you can see, the sun has pretty much gone away. Focusing here, you can already see such a huge quality improvement. And also the stabilization is pretty bad. You can kind of see detail, and the lens flare isn't too bad. So let's do foreground, background trick. Background, foreground, background, foreground. Pretty quick, isn't it? Look at that. Beautiful. If it'll let me focus. I am pleasantly surprised to say that this crappy little $7 pocket juice actually charged my iPhone to 100%. A+. Alright, this is now being recorded with the iPhone. You will already notice that the audio is kind of quieter, more bassy. It's quite quieter. And then look at this foreground background comparison. It's pretty slow to focus, but just look at that bokeh. Holy shit. I can actually adjust the exposure right here. And I can also make it really bright. As you can see, they look pretty nice. Maybe not as good as the Stylo 2, but look at that. Oof. Oof. You can't even tell with the phone. Huh? Can you see the oof? Actually, demonetize. Record this. Oh, nothing's gonna happen. No biggie. Just drink it. Oh, yeah, it's normal. Just drink it. Open it all the way. That wasn't nearly as cool as mine.
So this is some nice.
Oh my god.
This is some nice looking.
Still wasn't as cool. It didn't do the sprinkler thing. Yeah, where are the eggs at? Grandfather. Oh, they're in there. Yeah, these are hard boiled. Alright, so it's too dark in this tent. Maybe we have one phone with the flashlight on. Okay, that gives us a little bit of light, but not enough. So how about two phones with a flashlight on? Okay.
Oh god.
Seems pretty good, but we need more.
Through the phone camera, and this is wow.
Okay, 3 phones. That still doesn't seem like enough. So 4.
And now let's just look around the tent.
And
oh, you can't really see it on the phone though.
But it really does provide quite a bit of light. Turn up the exposure. Alright, never mind, they can't see it. But basically, Evan's standing in front of the light over there, and his shadow shows his wang. He's not actually, doesn't actually have his wang out, but he's like using his hands. It can't, they can't see.
Wow.
Yeah, this is super gayness, isn't it?
Oh, I didn't even notice the pineapple. I would have gotten that.
I think I'm gonna have the rest of these cheese balls though, because I like balls.
That's right for the first minute. You strike it and let it burn 2 minutes.
Alright, me and my brother are walking to the river. I guess now is when I do a time-lapse thing. A very bad idea.
Fish.
Can you move for a second, please?
Sure, can you? Oh man.
Look at that. Beautiful river. Can't seem to get a very good shot here. There he is.
Oh, I see him.
Focus.
Sir, you are going to stay in there.
There he is.
Oh my god. Okay, now time to die.
No, don't kill him. No. School starts next week.
Shit biscuits! Roast beef curtains, yes. Oh, so many held for review. Anal war, yeah. That fucking joke is funny. It didn't work. Ripley. Motherfucker with a shitload of hammers. You get crafty with the emojis.
Man, I sure do wish I was recording when 7 Pepsi cans rolled out of my refrigerator. My gosh, guys, school starts in, by the way, basically Tuesday. Right now it's Sunday. Tuesday is the day for, like, freshmen, just so they can kind of learn their way around the school, kind of get a tour. I kind of just want to see what would happen if I went there. Also, I'm on the hunt for these. So far I've had 3 of these. These are like the covers I drew for my binder. I did it for every binder every year. For freshman year, that was my main icon. By the time sophomore year came around, my main icon wasn't this anymore because I'd beaten electrodynamics. So I made a new one with electrodynamics. And then finally, for last year, junior year, I had a new icon. It wasn't for beating a level, it was one of the ones that came in 2.1. It'll be here. It was like the swastika one. Like, I've had people say, why is there a swastika in your binder? That's kind of offensive. And I said, it's not a swastika, it's an icon. And there's more in there. See, this is what I'm talking about, the swastika. You can definitely see the artistic improvement. Well, that went well. This was in one of my really old vlogs, by the way. So yeah, these are all the different Lennies that me and Emiliano drew. Credit to Emiliano, he pretty much drew all of these. Brought to you by Lactose. So I'm gonna go ahead and just actually take this out right now. Oh, wait a second. Aha! Here it is. I just reused the old one, I just now remembered that. This was back when my Geometry Dash channel was called Geo-Horror. Look at that horribly drawn Twitter icon. Let's see if I did it any better. Oh yeah, definitely. I traced that. You can tell I traced that. So, I don't know how I'm going to showcase this, because it's on both sides. If I had a photocopier, the Bridge project, which by the way I have, it's kind of funny. Mine did the worst in the class. Did the worst in the class because I didn't do a good job building it. It's kind of like wobbly and unstable. Kind of what you would expect is the bridge would break, but no, mine was just so geniusly designed that it kind of tilted over, bent, and fell through the gap.
That's a lot of damage!
So yeah, I failed that project. Face reveal. Look at me, I'm a fat ass. Oh my god, the card is bent just from this. Yeah. Bridge project. Garbage. Was machst du in deiner Freizeit? I like crumbling paper in my free time. How long do children... Oh, yeah. It's a test. Okay. Ugh. Oh, I thought it was like all sticky. It was just kind of crumpled in there. I thought there was like some sticky stuff like syrup in that. Oh, right. I've already ranted about this in one of my last vlogs. This is for manufacturing technology. We had to write down all of our file names and what bits we used. I really wish I could set things on fire, but unfortunately, our fire safety is up. What you see is smoke. That's the sun. I would burn that if I could. I hated that class. Oh, this is the sparrow. I probably could do it, but I'm really not. I don't like interacting socially with people. I really hate crumbling up a sparrow paper. I feel like an asshole for that. I'm such an evil person. I'm going to hell for that. I really hope I don't get copyrighted. This was possibly my favorite song that I ever heard in German. Not necessarily the lyrics, but kind of the way that the dude sang it. Just kind of reminded me of Jimmy Eat World. Now there's going to be a bunch of comments saying, how does that remind you of Jimmy Eat World? I think I'll keep that, actually. I don't even have a keep pile. I wasn't really expecting to have one. There, this vintage chair will be the keep pile. Homework that I never did. Tut mir leid, das war mein Tee. The teacher spilt tea on my quiz. That's a keep, just because whenever a teacher spills their drink on your, like, homework or quiz or whatever, it's just funny, so keep that. I don't need translations. I didn't crumble it fully, because I liked German. There. Yeah, this doesn't look interesting. So this was the Days of the Week song, the German version. I didn't really care about it that much. I didn't even pay attention when she was playing it. It wasn't catchy like the other one. Oh yeah, cardstock. I don't care. Totally positive on that. And I don't remember anything. Okay, this was the same thing. So good thing I didn't destroy this one. I'll keep that one just because I might need it. Ew, homework. Ew, homework. Whoa, I got something wrong. So I wrote 3 instead of 4. That was a math mistake. Oof.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q und R und S und T, Q und R und S und T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Das ist das deutsche Alphabet.
Ew, homework. Moving on, physics. Ready for this? Ready for this? Ew, homework. I just have to point out that my physics teacher was hilarious and he wrote the funniest problems, like a suicidal lemming. By the way, he also had a lot of funny typos. So, I kind of just want to keep this because funny typos are funny. Okay, these are notes, so I'm keeping this one because the Swiss Army knife equation, I actually do plan on using the displacement equation later on. If you're wondering why, it'll actually be useful on my channel. I can determine the exact height of like a bridge or anything that I'm dropping a phone off of just by how long it takes the phone to hit the ground. That is actually downright useful. Wasted space! I don't think I'll need this. Mass is resistance to acceleration. Oh, it almost tried to get away from me. That one time I had to use a green pen for a long time. My hands are going to be really sore after this. And this is all reusable paper, so I'm going to put that right there. Proofreading marks. Do I care? God, this is even thicker cardstock than the German stuff. This might as well be cardboard. Oh my. Good enough. Punctuation rules. Oh look, it's a packet. This is a tough packet. Everything came undone, oh god. Let's just say that English is all stuff that I'll never want to have. This was all garbage. I've taken so many years of English, I can't even count them. I should be taking more math classes than English classes if I can't count how many English classes I've had. Because either I don't know how to count or I've had too many English classes. Military Reconstruction. Oh right, here we go. U.S. history. There's only one thing in here, and I don't need it. Yeah, there's really... Statistics was just a bunch of wasted space. I like how easy it is to crumble notebook paper, but all that printer paper, just like, pain in the ass. This graph paper is nice, but... Wow, that was even easier to crumble. That stuff's thin. Look at that, I got 100% on my statistics test. And I don't even pay attention in that class. That's how freaking easy it is. Ready for another year. That was just the binder. I still have to go through all that crap. Oh, To Kill a Mockingbird. I forgot about this. Look, I didn't even finish it. Oof. Time to see how high quality this Allstate pen is. Is it a Papermate? Oh yeah. Oh. End my suffering.